The incorrect, Bill Maher. Those guests tonight, Dave Matthews, Elaine Boozler, Bishop Earl Jackson, and Joe Califano.
God bless you. What a great crowd for a Monday. What a thing. And I know why you're happy, because things have sort of gotten back to normal after the Monica thing last week. President Clinton is out of the country. He is in Latin America. These trips are always tricky for President Clinton, especially in Latin America, because, you know, south of the equator, you have to spin whatever you're denying counterclockwise. And that... No, actually, I spoke too soon. The Monica thing is not quite over. She is on the cover of Time magazine this week giving an interview, and she says some additional things about the president we hadn't heard before. Among them, she says he is an ostrich because he avoids confrontation. That's what she said. He is an ostrich, although she said he tastes just like chicken, which... Oh, poor Monica. She's enjoying it, and I think we see that. She's in England now. She had a little trouble. She was mobbed by photographers, went away in tears when she was coming into Harrods to sign her book. But they suspected it maybe because she has a little bit of a troubled past with England, because in high school her nickname was the Princess of Wales. And... wow. Booing going into applause. You don't hear that a lot. You hear laughter into applause, booing into applause, a kind of a schizophrenic crowd. Well, then you'll be interested in this next story if you have brain problems. The drug czar, Barry McCaffrey, has announced that they have a new drug they're testing now that fights cocaine addiction, and they're testing it on monkeys. And he said it's available and open to any monkey who's addicted, realizes he's hit rock bottom, and sincerely committed to making a change in his life. And there's nothing sadder than a monkey with a monkey on his back, ladies and gentlemen. And finally, certainly not to make light of this, but I did want to mention this on the show because a truly great American has died. Joe DiMaggio, I think you all know that. He passed away, 84, had a great long life, and this is somebody everybody should look up to. This is the kind of person. So we wish his family all our condolences, and this is a sad day for not only baseball fans and Yankee fans, but also Pete Rose, who had March 9th in the pool. Anyway, thanks for coming. Let us meet our panel. He is the chairman of Columbia University's National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, Joe Califano. Joe. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. He is an attorney and theologian. This week, he's hosting Racial Reconciliation Sunday from the Samaritan Project. Bishop Earl Jackson. Bishop. Hello, my good man. How are you, Bishop? A comedian who'll be in Cleveland this week as part of a 40-city tour, Elaine Boozler. Hello, sweetness. How are you? And his new CDs are Dave Matthews and Tim Reynolds live at Luther College. And before these crowded streets, Dave Matthews right here. Thank you, Dave. Okay. I tell you, nobody is ever quite as beloved on this show as Dave. It always makes me feel like Ed Sullivan. Well, see, what I'm the old guy bringing out the one the kids want to see.
Yeah, but what I do is I buy all the tickets and then send them out to all my friends.
Actually, as long as we're welcoming newcomers, we have two new stations, WPLG in Miami and WSB in Atlanta. I want to say thanks for coming aboard, because we want to be on there earlier and so our people can watch it. Now listen, President Clinton is in South America. He's in Central America. And there's a number of controversies he's addressing, but one of the big sore spots is in St. Vincent, where they sell bananas. You know, we have a big banana trade war going, and when that went sour, what we did last December is we went in and burned up listen to this, burned up 1 million marijuana plants, narrowly beating the old record set by Woody Harrelson. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. I
have to just say, just because I understand well, I don't know if I understand them, but there are laws here. But I find I have a big difficulty with us going to other countries that don't necessarily believe have the same ideas and go and burn an economic crop for them, something that feeds their people, and these people are already, you know, fairly destitute. So now we're going to go over there and burn their crops and then say, why did you destroy our income? And we say, well, because we don't want our kids to get high, but it's not, or don't want our people to get high, but our kids, you know, our people. It's not St. Vincent that's got the big drug dealer going, hey kids, you want to get high? You know, they're not pushing it. They're growing it because there's people
and it
here.
Just seems terribly arrogant for us to bring our own hang-ups into another country. But we thought we'd invite Joe here because I know that you're.
You know how I feel about this. One, they invited us in to do it. Remember that.
You know
remember that now.
Oh,
remember
please.
that.
But you can talk
Hitler
to a farmer,
said the same thing.
No,
they invited us. I'm not kidding. Everybody says they invited us in, and you know that's BS.
No. Oh, no, it's not BS. But number two, on one point I would agree with you. Drugs come to this country by invitation, not by invasion. That's true. The problem should first be dealt with here. We are 5% of the world's population. We consume 50% of the world's cocaine. We got to change our attitude here. But remember,
Joe,
that stuff is dangerous.
Problem number one. I may identify problem number one. We're talking about marijuana. Right in the same breath, you went, cocaine. That's problem number one, is that people, like you, who probably have never done any drugs, lump them together, and they're not the same.
But watch a baseball.
They're not the same, Joe.
But
marijuana is not cocaine.
They're all addictive.
Bill,
they're not
addictive.
Oh,
they're all
Bill,
addictive.
there are 100,000 people in treatment in the United States for marijuana. There are 100,000 people in treatment in the United States for marijuana. Most of them are teenagers.
Are they in treatment with marijuana?
David, most of them are teenagers, and we know now that marijuana affects dopamine levels in the brain. Okay. The same way that heroin does, the same way that cocaine does, and there are studies not in the United States,
cigarettes and
but in
alcohol,
Italy and Spain, on cigarettes and alcohol.
It's addictive.
Absolutely.
Well, but you know, here's the thing. If I may get a plug in for something that will give people exactly what they're looking for, let's burn up all of the crops of marijuana wherever we can find them.
That's not what people are looking for, Reverend.
Well, that's what they need. Because people
are you going to tell them what they need?
Yes.
That's the problem.
You know what? Wait.
That's problem number two. You guys thinking you can tell people what they need.
Wait a minute. But let me tell you what it is.
That's problem number two.
Wait a minute. You don't know what it is. People need God. That's right.
But Bob Marley combined the two.
That's what they're looking for.
What if France marched into this country and burned all the tobacco fields because they don't want Marlboro?
Well, I don't think we have to concern ourselves with that. I think France would come in and bring us wine bottles, but they would come in and burn marijuana crops.
You actually, Elaine makes a very good point.
Of course.
A very good point.
I waited long enough. There it is. There's my point.
Tobacco does kill more people, and someday somebody's going to say...
And alcohol.
Alcohol.
I don't think marijuana is
another...
I don't know if there's actual statistics that says that one person has ever died from marijuana.
Well,
yes. Oh, come on. People die from marijuana and automobile accidents all the time, just the way they die from alcohol and automobile accidents.
Why is it that...
And that is a reason. Well, then why don't we get rid of alcohol
Kids
too, Joe?
Well, maybe we should take the other angle, get rid of cars.
Well,
four kids and
Joe, then why isn't alcohol illegal too?
Because it's
why are you demonizing one mood-altering substance that could kill you in a car accident and not the other? Where's the consistency, Joe?
Let's not add anything. The point is, let's not add anything to the mix. I mean, we've already got alcohol.
Let's leave the hypocrisy where it is.
Well, let's just stop where we are. Yeah, maybe.
Well, isn't that unfair?
Well, look, why don't we include LSD?
Wait, I asked him a question.
Oh, no, but let's see.
Not at all unfair. First of all, for kids, drinking, buying alcohol, buying marijuana, buying cigarettes, it's all illegal.
I agree.
It's all illegal.
It should be for kids, yeah.
All right, that's what we're talking about.
We're not talking about kids.
Nobody...
We're talking about going to an island and burning.
Alcohol is not illegal for adults. Marijuana is illegal for adults. Where's the consistency, Joe?
There's none. I mean, either we ban alcohol or we legalize marijuana. No, I don't want to, but I want to. I think marijuana would be a nice thing to buy at a store.
All right, I got to take a commercial. We'll be back.
Join us tomorrow when our guests will be Pat Boone, Victoria Jackson, Garcelle Beauvais, and Wayne Allen Root.
All right, I want to get back to the question about consistency with pot and alcohol. But first, your group, Joe, the National Center on Addiction and Substance Abuse, and I think we all agree, no one is for addiction or substance abuse. But yesterday, your group prominently featured here, the Week in Review and the New York Times front page, the title, Less Crime, More Criminals. Nearly 1 of every 150 people in this country is in prison, a figure no other democracy comes close to matching. Nearly 60% of all those people are doing time for drug violations. We are making more on our citizens. That's what you want?
Let me tell you the main point of that. 80% of the people in prison in this country are there because they violated drug or alcohol laws. #1 crime is drunk driving.
That's the point.
No, wait a minute. Or they committed murder, rape, assault while they were high on drugs or alcohol, or they're drug addicts or alcoholics. Now, the insane part of this country's policy is we put them in prison, we don't give them any treatment, we don't give them any help. The day they walk out, they're going to go right back,
but
mostly on cocaine
and heroin. One thing,
and we should treat them as a matter of public safety.
But I really think that if we confuse marijuana in there, I don't want to get confused.
No, we're not talking about marijuana there.
I know, we are. Plenty of people
so many of those people in jail are in jail for marijuana.
No, David, with all due respect.
What was in Rolling Stone? It was something like 600,000 people in 1997 were arrested for marijuana.
A lot of arrests. No, but very few people in jail.
People populating these prisons are not in jail because they smoked marijuana. They are in jail because they've committed crimes, and having marijuana cigarette is not the thing. But we need to draw, can I just say this? We need to draw the line at all drugs, and that includes marijuana. And if we let that in, then we just might as well let everything.
No, but I don't see the consistency there. I don't know why it has to be thrown in there, because what happened? The result is that you have young people. Smoke. You know, people are saying drugs are bad, and then a kid smokes pot, wakes up in the morning, or walks around and says, "Wait a second, if this isn't bad, then maybe coke isn't bad, maybe heroin isn't bad, maybe LSD."
You begin to lie to them, which is what you're doing, lying to them. Yes, you are.
Tell them it's okay to do marijuana, but stop there, and we know they will.
For a kid, it's not okay to do anything.
I think, yeah, exactly. And if you explain to kids, if you educate children about drugs rather than just say
that's a very of course you want to do that, but that's a very important point. For a kid, none of this stuff is good. Pot savages short-term memory.
Right.
It affects their ability to concentrate.
For an adult, it's not good.
Screws them up in school.
It's not good for anybody.
But this issue...
You don't know that, Reverend. That's you, man. Stop talking about everybody else. We're not you.
You think marijuana is good for people? You really think marijuana is good?
I don't think it's worse than alcohol, and that's legal. I think I'm a free American citizen. I should be able to decide what's good for me, not you, man.
No, I don't want to decide what's good for you.
Yes, you are.
But I want to play a part in deciding what's good for the country, and I don't believe that marijuana being legal and having people smoke it.
That's fascist thinking. Decide what's good for the country based on your personal taste.
Don't you think there's certain things that are good for the country? Don't you think there's certain policies we want because they're good for the country? Anytime you want things about the country, you're a fascist?
I think that's fascism.
I think there's a common ground. One of my biggest heroes, Bob Marley, he had God and he had weed, and he liked both of them, and he thanked God for the weed.
Wait a minute, but isn't Bob Marley dead?
Yeah, but he didn't die from
marijuana.
Yeah, so's you.
Yeah, but I mean, you want to suggest that one can be into pot and everything else will be fine in life.
But if you get rid of marijuana,
nothing's ever fine in life, you know? I mean, if you walk down the...
It can be a lot better if you're not going for drugs.
No, I was just going to say, if you get rid of marijuana, you have to think of what's good for the country and the economy, and if you get rid of marijuana, you know, the whole junk food industry is going to crash.
Nobody will order pizza at midnight, it's true.
You know, you're legislating your taste. You're imposing your taste on other people.
If you say marijuana is okay, isn't that imposing your taste?
Is it worse than alcohol?
No, but you don't have to have it.
No, but people are going to smoke it.
Yeah, but people that want to smoke it.
And they're going to smoke it around others, and they're going to be impacting others.
You can say go to a marijuana bar. Do it like in Amsterdam. It's a pretty nice place.
The fight was burning the crops.
Let's take Amsterdam. They've got a terrible problem over it. They're trying to roll it back. They're closing down coffee shops, cut the number of half. Wait a minute,
the mixing of the borders now.
Don't make jokes like that. Now,
it's not a joke.
But let's be right on the facts.
It's one of my favorite cities in the world.
They've closed down half those bars. But in that, number one. Number two, They have a tremendous increase in marijuana use by kids over there.
But
Their
a lot of them,
went up 66%.
Yeah, but a lot of the people that are smoking pot,
down by
a lot of people that are smoking pot in Amsterdam are flying there from America. You know, no, it's a lot. They have stores.
What about England, where heroin is legal, where you can go get your shot every morning? There's no crime. You can walk down the street. You haven't stopped talking yet. Wait a minute. You walk down the street at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's nobody hits you over the head. No one breaks into your house. They're not raping and killing you and taking your money.
Maybe an angry Bobby.
It's legal.
That's not true. Heroin is
That
not
is
legal
not
in
true.
England. 100 doctors are allowed to prescribe it to addicts,
legal,
and they have more heroin-related
fix.
crime per capita than heroin than they have here in the United
When
States.
they legalized heroin in Italy, it was a disaster for Italy. When they
Italy
did that,
has the highest
they
rate
found
of heroin
that young
addiction
people
in
started
Europe
using heroin in
because
record
heroin
numbers.
possession is legal.
But heroin is an absolutely different thing to me from marijuana.
Yes.
I mean,
saying decriminalizing.
We just want to draw the line at marijuana.
All we're building is prisons and no treatment centers. No one can get in for treatment
The madness of cigarettes or the madness of alcohol, certainly to me, is far greater than the madness of marijuana.
If you're going to draw the line, why don't you draw it before alcohol? That's more of a gateway drug than marijuana.
And the only reason, as a practical matter, the line has already been drawn. Alcohol
they took it away once before. Remember how good that worked?
It didn't work. Exactly.
All right, we have to take a commercial. We'll be back. All right, we're talking about the relative merits or demerits of liquor and marijuana. Now, another controversy involving this is the wine labels. The folks who make wine want to put something on the label that says, we encourage you to consult your family doctor about the health effects of wine consumption, because many studies have shown that they are health effects of wine consumption.
Too many labels. I mean, everyone knows. I mean, it's a good thing that we all know that drinking red wine is good for you. It's just too many labels.
But Dave, they don't know that. People don't know that.
Find that out? Grapes is good.
Grapes, you know? You'd think that that would be obvious. I agree with you. But Senator Strom Thurmond said he will fight till his dying day, or Tuesday, whatever comes first. Them putting that silly little label that I just read, which encourages people to think.
They should just start putting labels. I think they should just over-label everything. I think the wine should say this could be good for you, too much can make you sleep with whoever's left at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Right, wine or marijuana, exactly.
That's it. I think they're going to get to Haagen-Dazs next, and then I'm going to have to get permission. You should say, Haagen-Dazs, this is good for you, too much can make you be mistaken for a Buick. That's what it should say.
I don't think there ought to be anything on the label that would encourage people to drink, although I think if you're going to put something on there that says wine may be bad for your health, then you're probably obligated.
Too much of anything is bad for your health.
The truth is very inconvenient for you.
The reason that's going on the label.
The truth that alcohol could be good for you in certain consumption is an inconvenient truth, isn't it?
The reason that's going on the label is because the alcohol industry has so much clout, political money. They've bought their way into that. Everybody knows that.
I don't feel
not to go back to
as
your
much of a
favorite
conspiracy from alcoholic
to go back to your favorite smoke.
Alcoholic industry.
If marijuana were legal, you'd have that industry, and they'd be labeling marijuana as good for your health. Now you may think it is.
It's good for your eyes.
I don't.
Well, they don't do it with cigarettes though, because everybody knows it's just bad.
Cigarettes say you will die.
We're not saying marijuana.
Yeah, that doesn't make a difference. But I also don't think that the people that are going to become addicts of alcohol are going to be because they're going, oh, it's good for me. Well,
no, of course not. Of course not. But Dave, on the other hand, you can't suggest that advertising everything else works, and then when it comes to putting warning labels on, oh, well, that's not going to impact anybody. We want to get information.
Does it impact cigarettes? I mean, it's you will die a horrible death, and everybody's smoking. Doesn't matter.
I haven't disagreed with you that if you're going to put, look, first of all, let me just make something clear, that in spite of what you may think about Christians, the Bible does not say that drinking is a sin. It says drunkenness is a sin. But we discourage drinking because a lot of people end up getting drunk.
It's not going to replace milk. They're not going to be in the dugout at ball games, after they take an at-bat, swigging down a bottle of red wine.
Well, kids
There's no baseball
drinking...
in France.
Whatever. But you know, the point is, we want to be careful not to encourage people to consume more alcohol.
It just says we encourage you to consult your family doctor about the health effects of wine consumption.
Share a bottle of wine.
I mean, on the face of it, you know, I don't see anything objectionable about that.
People are putting this on their heads, and they tell you, excuse me, they tell you on television, don't use Propecia if you might have a child, if you saw a child, if you want to live past Wednesday, if your heart is beating, if you have a liver, and people are putting this on their heads. I'll get laid, I'll have a bad child. You know, they want hair.
I use it myself. Quiet. We'll be right back.